Hi, everybody. Welcome back and happy Wednesday. Okay, guys. So I have to be honest. I blubbed. I put this for 12 hours after it's supposed to be on. So a lot of you guys, if you did not make the live chat, blame Ashley. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You can just blame me. I'm sorry, guys. I have my mom coming in town today. I am flying out tomorrow. We have 5 million things happening at the same time and people working inside the house. So it's just like fluff brain. Like it is total me. I'm not giving you excuses. I'm accepting responsibility. But we have so many things to cover, a lot of fun topics. So if you guys are in the live chat, hello. And if you're not in the live chat and you're rewatching it, well, definitely smash the like button, show us some love, and get subscribed. And if you're in the live chat, just tell us where you're watching from. Let's welcome Ashley from Taste of Reality. Hello.
Hello. How are you today, Adam?
Did you like how I tried to fake pass play?
I have been thrown under the bus on more than one occasion. I can take one for the team. So
no, you don't have to take. No, I was totally kidding. There's so much to talk about, and I'm so grateful. Can I just say really quick, this is an Ashley appreciation post. I'm so incredibly grateful for a few things. One of my best friends is named Gelsey. You remind me of her. You look like her, and she lives in California, and you make me miss her. So I feel like I get you're like pulling on my heartstrings a little. And then two, the fact that you're giving your time over here to like the Addams family and being a part of the conversation and contributing to it, I'm super, super grateful. And I think that we all are. So just thank you.
Well, I love you. I love the Addams family. I'm part of the Addams family. I found you as a fan. I slid into your DMs and said, hey, you ever need somebody to chat with? I'm your gal. And I'm so glad you responded. I don't slip into the DMs very often. I'm generally kind of a shy girl. So that was a big deal for me.
And what's funny is I have a lot of, people who randomly will reach out and they'll ask, like, hey, if you want somebody to come on, or hey, will you come on my podcast? And unfortunately, it's because my life is just like it's in disarray all the time that I can't necessarily commit to times that I'm not putting, because that's how I can like control the situation and my schedule with my husband. I usually don't respond. And so when I do, I'm also very afraid. I had a collaborator one time who came on and was like, F this person, this dumb bitch, this. And I was like, oh, I'm friends with this person. And I got ripped for it. So it's always scary because you don't know who you're collaborating with and you don't know how they're going to speak.
Well, you never know what you're going to get out of me, but that's part of my appeal.
Yeah.
I like to think it's part of my charm.
All right. Well, so we're going to jump into all of the topics, you guys. By the way, happy Real Housewives of Salt Lake City premiere day. It is really good.
Oh, I love Salt Lake so much. These ladies deliver, and I am waiting with bated breath.
It's going to be good. Yes. And also, you can catch Ashley and I tomorrow. There's going to be an episode where you can get our opinions. And I have a feeling it's going to be a good one. I have a feeling. I don't know, but it's a feeling. Now,
I have a feeling it's going to be a good one too.
Yeah. All right. So I wanted to start with a few things. One, congratulations to Lala Kent again for baby Sosa, but she shared the photo.
Beauty. Like literal perfection.
Look at this cute little baby. Were you surprised that she shared the photo so soon?
I'm surprised she didn't sell it to Us Weekly or Page 6 or something. I was very glad to see it on her feed. I kind of wish she would have sold it because, we all need to make our money. But I love the baby. I'm just glad that you're sharing the baby with us. And I have to say, I met Lala earlier this year at Sheena's birthday party in Vegas. And she was so sweet. And she let me touch her baby bump. And I am just so glad. She had a beautiful pregnancy. She has a beautiful baby. This is Lala's moment to just enjoy. And thank you for sharing baby Sosa with us.
Can you imagine how many people, because when my sister was pregnant, people would come up, because we lived in a small town. We had one red light, right?
Oh, wow. What are those?
Yeah. We had one red light and we got a Walmart. And when you went to Walmart, it was your social hour. You either went to
Mhm.
Walmart, you went to the BP to get gas, and sit on the side, and that's where everybody fought, or you would go to the drive-in movie theater. And those were the 3 spots, or the Piggly Wiggly. But
Ooh, Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly
That's so
Wiggly,
Southern.
that's where my parents got their wedding cake. Um, so
That's so sweet.
this just gets better and better. I'm not laughing at that. I'm just like, it sounds like people are like, where the fuck are you from? But so when I was at Walmart with my sister, we were in high school and she had this belly. Her and I were both seniors. And people kept coming up and being like, oh, bless you and this little baby. And is it a boy or is it a girl? Hold on. I'm going to feel on to your belly. And I'm going to, oh, you're carrying low. I think it might be a this. And they would just touch and like feel on her like you're like feeling on like a psychic globe. And she'd be like, if one more fucking, all I came here for, all I want is pickles. I want peanut butter. I want pizza and I want hot Cheetos. If somebody else touches my fucking stomach, I'm going to punch them in the face. And I was like, huh? We're going to get you out of Walmart.
Can I ask? I just would like to say for the record, I would never touch a baby belly without consent. Like, were these people just putting because it's a small town? Is there
Oh yeah, there's
I
no,
have all the right to touch your belly without permission? Is that the
it's,
case?
it's literally it's like, if you're having a baby, then we as
We're
a
all
community are having a baby. It takes the village. And welcome to Sequatchie County, Tennessee, where we have 1,100 people, and this is the village. And we got you, girl. So
wow.
you tell that baby she can come over to Grandma Agatha over here. And it's like, I've never met you, bitch. Who are you? Go
Who's Grandma
away.
Agatha? My grandma was Agatha
Oh,
too.
that was all right.
Oh my God. Thank you for channeling my good old grandma Aggie, though. Here for
See?
it.
But no, so I'm just thinking in my head, I'm like, for Lala, there has to be so many people who come up and they're like, let me get some of that.
Well, like we are friends with Lala. Like that's the Delulu of reality TV. Like she might not know me from any Tom, Dick, or Jane, but I know Lala. We have a very close personal relationship in my mind. So therefore, I feel like, yeah, I want to touch that baby belly with consent.
Yeah. With can can you please give me some consent to touch that belly?
Yeah,
Thank you.
these fingers want to touch, but we
Yeah.
are waiting for the okay.
Yes. But baby Sosa looks so cute. So
Perfect.
I love Lala. I know that she can pop off. She knows how to do her job. But if you guys ever meet her when she does not have a camera in her face, she is absolutely a sweetheart. She can get activated for the show to bring the ratings and do her job. Yes. But in life outside of the cameras, she's probably one of the sweetest people I've ever met. So
Very kind
um,
young lady. I say young lady. I'm 44. Everybody's young to me.
well, now I thought that was really nice, but now I think I'm about to get you activated.
Okay, let's get activated.
Okay. Hold
Putting on
on.
my Lindsay Hubbard hat.
Yeah, let's get
I love the
activated.
expression activated so much. Like, of all the Bravo expressions, activated is used on the reg with me. Well, plus I'm activated often. So there you go.
I want to hear your thoughts on this. Thank you to Breaking the Rules Dash Pod Clips. One, for giving us the salty podcast clip, but also Rachel Levis. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, girl.
Here we go.
I mean, she is like a human face palm. Like, just
Oh,
Rachel.
listen, have you heard this?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Dehumanized? Oh, the language is so dramatic.
Oh, here we go. Watch.
This question's interesting. It irks me that Scandoval basically launched Ariana's career. Does it bother you too? Honestly, like I'm really happy that Ariana is living out her dreams. She's always wanted to be on Broadway. She has, I mean, who doesn't want to be on Dancing with the Stars? That's incredible. And she has always been obsessed with Love Island. So the fact that she's a host of Love Island is pretty epic. I'm just happy that Scandoval was able to really launch her in the direction that she's always dreamed of. I think the part that irks me.
Can I just say really quick? I'm going to pause this. That in itself is like, it's not a nice nasty because it doesn't qualify to be a nice nasty, but it's just like, I'm so happy that my affair launched her to where she is. You're welcome. Like, honestly, and this is like no shade because I'm really, really happy for her. No, you're not. Hold on. We're not
That
done.
is so passive aggressive.
This
No.
gets me activated. Here we go.
I'm activated too.
is the way that she went out of her way to dehumanize me at the reunion. And it really like propelled more hate my way and more death threats and just like things that were not necessary because I already had a lot of shame surrounding it and a lot of people shaming me already. It just is very telling to her character. You know, because it's like, do you remember when Hailey Bieber and the Selena Gomez
Not
drama was
Hailey
going on?
Bieber.
And it was right about the time of Scandoval too. Basically, one of the women was telling the public, like, hey, this isn't cool. And I don't support people treating other people like this online. And I feel like that's a decent thing to do. Oh, this question's interesting.
Mouth agape, activated. Oh my gosh, who does this girl think she is? Like literally.
Oh, now did we get you a little activated there?
I'm hot. Oh, I am hot. I mean, I get it. Not everybody loves Ariana. Not everybody is going to love every personality in the world, but
That's
for
fair.
people to be anti Ariana makes me hot. She literally did nothing wrong.
Right.
She did nothing wrong. You don't have to like her. You don't have to like her personality, but she is not the blame here. Rachel is so sad to me. Like, this is so sad that she is still bringing this up, that she is, like you said, like this, like, oh, I'm so happy for Ariana. No, you're not, bitch. You're jealous. You are jealous to your
Preach on, girl.
absolute, I mean, to her little terrible tiny little core. She is jealous and hateful, and this is just too much. Just leave Ariana's name out of it. Like, let the girl be. She is living, she is thriving. You are doing the opposite. Stop. She must think this makes her look good. Like, she really doesn't get it.
I mean, so my next question is, with this, wait, I gotta break this down because this is mind-blowing to me. Can I say, you're saying that you were dehumanized on that reunion floor? She told you to go fuck yourself with a cheese grater. She said that you're diabolical, that you're a shitty human. You are in her eyes, very much so, and fairly a shitty human. She invited you over for Thanksgiving. You had nowhere to go. She invited you over multiple times when you had no one to lean on. You were upset. You were going through your breakup. You were in her home. She was letting you stay in her home. You were hooking up with her boyfriend in her home while she was sleeping. Not just that, though. You were running around. You were sneaking around with her friends. You were doing everything that you could have possibly have done to breach the trust of this friendship. And you gotta, I think you're a diabolical human. And I said this on the video that I did earlier. My mom found out when she was pregnant that my dad had a girlfriend. Okay.
Sorry.
And it was, no, it's okay. She later became like my evil stepmom and she was a psychopath. But my mom gave birth to me. And when she found this out, she beat the shit out of my dad. Like, my mom hits like a dude, like beat his ass. And then she got her hands on the other woman. And this is after having a baby. But that was, my mom was so enraged. She was like, I know this person. You know me. You see my belly. You know I'm pregnant. Sure, Ariana was not pregnant. And she's looking at, my dad. And she's like, I'm very much fucking pregnant with your kid. And like, you're still going to do this. And then my mom just went to Pound Town. She was like, I'm going to fuck some shit up. And everybody's getting their ass beat in the making of this movie. And that is exactly what she did. So for you, Rachel, and I'm not promoting violence, I think to say dehumanizing, I think you got off pretty easy. If anything, what was the worst moment for you in this, as far as like the reunion, was being able to walk on the stage and face all of these people after lying to them for so long and sitting there like completely going in, Katie and Tom were breaking up and Katie was trying to be friends with you and you're pretending like you like Tom Schwartz and you're being disrespectful to Terry and you're sitting there being disrespectful to the relationship that was while trying to fake a relationship only to throw people off the scent. So not only did you have complete disregard for Ariana, you had complete disregard for everybody but yourself and your selfish person that you were trying to hook up with at the time. I find it to be incredibly disgusting.
I co-sign top to bottom. That's apparently just who Rachel is to her core. Like, she's just a trash human. And whatever spot, okay, and let's talk about the spa she went to. If it did have like a rehabilitation concept, that's fine. Like, and I read in Britney Spears' book when they were like putting her away, like when people are coming to the table with money, they will put programs in place for you. That's what
Right.
they did for Britney. They're going to have all these hundreds of $1,000s coming into this place. We're going to go ahead and grab some professionals so we can say we're doing rehab, whatever. She went to a luxury resort. My sister used to work in high-end hotels. This is a luxury resort. There's horseback riding, there's activities. I mean, it is stunning and gorgeous. And like, I'm not doubting she had treatment there. But what she went through is not like a typical, like, 30-day inpatient, you're in like a cafeteria, or like we're in like a church parking lot having meetings. Like, she did not do that. The work she did not, I'm not saying she didn't do work. She
It
didn't
was
do
like
the
a
work that
bougie
a lot
fucking
of,
summer camp.
she went to
You didn't
camp. She
you didn't sit there
played.
and bunk in some room with a bunch of other women. You got a
Right,
suite. You didn't sit there and go to a
right.
cafeteria like you said. One, at this facility, there are different stations where if you want to walk up and you want a drink, you're paying for this. So if you want a snack, if you want a hot meal, you can do that. But you can also pick up your phone like room service and order
Mhm.
food. It's a very bougie, and I'm not sitting here trying to take away from that, but I'm saying you sitting there going on and saying that she dehumanized you. No, that is literally you. What did you pay 100,000 plus for? Because I thought you were supposed to take accountability in the process of this
Treatment?
treatment. Thank you. Treatment.
I did air quotes.
Yeah. Well, I thought you were supposed to, I thought that's what you learn is to take accountability. Like, what in me made me think that I had no self-worth to get with this man who obviously was cheating on his girlfriend? What in me made that feel okay?
Mhm.
What in me? So you learn how to take accountability. It started somewhere and then you got to this point, but what in me, like is responsible for that. I need to be accountable for that so I can attack it head on and I can kill off that monster. That
Right.
way this doesn't happen again. That is not taking accountability. And not only is it not taking accountability, fuck, this gets me like it's like activated like a motherfucker.
Ah!
But then you go on Bethany Frankel and you say, we're not talking about any of this shit. We're not talking about Vanderpump Rules. I would never go back. I would never do these things. I'm not talking about any of them. I hope they all leave me alone and I want to find healing. You have done everything to prove that you are a liar in that statement.
She's a liar, and she's naive, and she's not very intelligent. And it's frustrating to watch her. It's frustrating to listen to her. I'm so over Rachel Levis, but like, we already called Teddy Mellencamp a gnat, like a pesky gnat. Like, is she a flea? Is Rachel a flea? Like, that we can't get rid of? Is she like a mosquito that's going to bite us? Like, I don't know, but I want rid of her.
In the South, we have a saying, and it's called, you remind me of a fly on shit.
Mm.
And that is exactly what I'm taking from this right now. I'm
Yeah.
like, and I don't wish anything negative towards Rachel. And I love
Right.
Ariana. I love
Mhm.
Ariana. I'm friends with Ariana. I haven't talked to her since Scandoval. I talked to her one time since Scandoval, one time. And that was after this big event. Her and I were sitting next to each other and we were talking about her doing Dancing with the Stars. But I haven't texted her, haven't it's not like that. And she's also very busy. So I just want to kind of preface that really quick. I don't want to pretend like, oh my God, we're best friends. That's not the case.
Fast fans, like Sheena.
She best friends.
Fast
But
fans.
she is such a sweet person. And for Rachel, I don't wish anything negative for you. But I think what game you're playing right now with the viewers, I don't know who's in your head telling you like this makes sense or like, yeah, you should do it. And I don't know if maybe you're just doing it in your own version of a podcast clickbait because it's going to get likes, listens,
Mhm.
and views and comments, and it's going to cause controversy because look, you did it.
Here we
Here we
are.
are talking about it. Here we are talking about it. And this is going to get thousands of views. So you're right. If that was your strategy, it worked. What I'm saying is this reads like it is everything against what you originally said that you were going to do.
She's counteracted everything she
Counteracted.
said.
That's a big word. I like that. Thank
Yeah,
you.
contradict. Yeah, like,
Contradict.
yeah, it's all a mess.
You might like
And
a dict or you might like a contradict, but this was a contradict.
yeah, you know, of all the things that Rachel did that were so slimy, I think the worst, in my opinion, was her or Tom dressing up like her from BravoCon and having Ariana help her costume in the middle of the affair. Like, that was so dirty and so trashy and so vile. Like, and then for her to say that she and Ariana were never really friends, like to totally gaslight Ariana and to be like, hold on, I invited you into my home. I was here for you. We traveled together. We bunked together. Like, we do all the things. Like, it is just so immensely disrespectful, and I can't stand her.
Well, and also, yes, like the dressing up. God, this is. I gotta put my crown back on right. This is triggering as hell. I don't know why. This is. Yes, everything
Yeah.
that you just said, you sneaky little slimy snakes.
She's a
Going,
snake.
you're
And
a
Ariana, honestly, that reunion where Ariana with the cheese grater, first of all, I giggled. I still giggle thinking about it because you're allowed to be angry. When people do you dirty, you're allowed to react. And
oh,
would Ariana choose that wording now? Probably not. But she was reacting in the moment to what happened to her. She was the victim. Stop playing the victim, Raquel. I'm sorry, Rachel.
can I say really quick too? If that were me, and I said this in my video earlier, if that were me and I found out that my husband was cheating on me, not only cheating on me, but cheating on me with my friend who I let stay in my house, who I went around with, who I took out with me, who I invited to Thanksgiving, my holidays. You're not, I'm going to introduce you to Laurel. That's my mom. That's the other side of me that you guys have not seen. That's what you're going to get. You're not going to get a conversation. You're going to get a class A ass whooping. And if I
Pound
can't,
Town.
if I can't take you to Pound Town, I'm going to get my ass beat trying, because if I found out that, which I know my husband wouldn't, but if you did, no.
Like, just break up with me. Like, break up with me.
Please.
Don't cheat
That's
on me.
it.
Just break
Yeah.
up with me. It's
Oh, I
that
can't break
simple.
up with you. You want to know why I can't break up with you? Because you have mental health issues and you're crying because your grandma passed away. And I felt like I was going to trigger you. So I can't break up with you. So it's better for me to cheat on you.
For
Right.
months.
For
And
months.
months.
But then she also said, which this was news to me. I didn't know this. And we're going to move on, guys. Don't worry. But she also said that she ran into Sheena twice since this all happened. And she's like, you know, like, for me, is it awkward? Sure. But like, I don't really care, you know, like Sheena honestly lost me in all of this. And like, I don't want to be friends with her. I don't think she wants to be friends with me. So why am I going to go talk to somebody who I don't agree with how they are? And like, who I don't want to be friends with. You don't agree how she is with what? Like, you don't want to be friends with her. Girl, you literally turned her world upside down because you said that she punched you in the face, closed fists, punched you in the face. I'm friends with her. If she punched you in the face, Sheena would have told me that she punched you in the face, because Sheena and I have shared a lot with each other. You didn't get punched, girl. You got a smack. And she admitted to it. And you're lucky you got a smack.
Mm-hmm. Pound Town would have been deserving.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, I feel for Sheena in this too. And I know, like, haha, Sheena's made it all about herself. But like, obviously she was hurt, and she is allowed to feel hurt because she was a victim of Raquel too. I mean, she wasn't boning her boy or her husband, thankfully, but she's somebody who she had around her family, her daughter. Like, this is not a person that I would want around my family, knowing the more morally corrupt. Can we borrow that from Faye Resnick? Can we say the morally corrupt Rachel Levis?
No, but yes. My voice, my laugh is so annoying, Sheena. It's like yours. It's so annoying.
I love your laugh, and we love Sheena. I'm from the South also, and we say bless her heart. And we love Sheena and bless her heart, because sometimes she's just not on the same page with us, but that's part of her charm.
That's part of her charm. Now, on top of this, we have to go over to the redact that. On top of this, we have to go back to the Valley season 2 finale. The Valley season 2 finale. Okay.
Valley finale.
The Valley finale. So we saw photos that came out of Jax Taylor. Jax Taylor, what did you post that on Taste of Reality?
We did.
Okay, let me just pull up because let's just give a little shout outs and whatnot while we're here doing it. The Valley's Jax Taylor, admitted I'm a narcissist. Oh, I don't see it. Oh, it's on tasteofreality.com. It's not on the Instagram, huh?
Oh, got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I definitely wrote the article.
Okay, so what I was gonna say is on the finale, actually, Ashley, can you kind of fill us in on this?
Yes. So first of all, this is so staged. I don't know who showed Brittany this photograph. Brittany was shown a text conversation between Jax and another woman at the finale. How convenient. Here's our season 3. Am I mad? No. Do I see through it? Yes. With that said, we do not know who showed Jax the photo, or I'm sorry, Brittany the photo of Jax, and we do not know when this conversation was. So this text conversation, if it was recent, like it could be dirty, it could be gross, it could be vile, and who knows, like, bleh. But like if it was recent, Jax is allowed to text women, they're separated, they're divorced, they're allowed to see other people. I feel like this text was probably while they were still like trying to work on their marriage, and this is why she's so upset. But we don't know any of that information yet. And I'm gonna guess, again, another Bravo quote I use all the time. I use Zach Wickham. He said, "Petty with a purpose." Love him for that. Say it all the time. Just seeing season 1 of The Valley and getting to know their personalities, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Zach who showed Brittany this text message on the finale, because I feel like Zach understands he's got a job to do and he is clocked in and he is doing that job. Look at her. She's like, rotten hell.
You rotten hell.
Rotten hell.
I agree with you. The text messages, but also a lot of people thought that Brittany was leaning down, or Jax was leaning down to like super close to Brittany's face at the finale because photos surfaced, and it was not Brittany. Brittany came out and said, "I don't want him anywhere near my face." Nowhere near it.
Well, also Brittany's dress was kind of like, it looked great on her. It kind of was the color of a bruise, not in this picture, but on the finale, like when they filmed, it was like a dark purple at the top. And the person who Jax was seated next to, or was like in front of talking to, very close in their space, the woman was wearing like a tan tube top dress thing. So, and I looked at the people in the photo, you know, in the cast and what they were wearing, and I couldn't identify any of the main cast members with tan on the top. So I have no idea who he was yelling at. Maybe that was the person who showed Brittany the text. I don't know, but I can't wait to find out.
And I love how you say it's like, this looks like a bruised eye.
It does. Also, like that's like 3 weeks of a bruise. Like the transition of me falling off my bike, like that's what happens to my skin in 3 weeks over time.
Can I say really quick on top of this? It's like, it goes back to my original complaint. I hate that, like, it's like when you said the love chub. Like, guys, I got, you know, I'm 31. I got an ass. I got hips. I got like, most of you have not seen me in person outside of this camera. She's thick. Know what I'm saying?
Really?
So, I mean, I'm just like, I work out a lot. So I'm putting on like, it's a lot of muscle mass, but I also love to, because I work out, I eat.
Me
and
too.
It's like, and my mom, you know, like it's from where we come from. We have hips, we have body, you know, we're like, if I was on Housewives, I would be like a Khloe Kardashian or like a, you know,
you're like the donkey booty, Phaedra.
Yeah. Like, yes.
We love a donkey booty.
And, you know, and I've been getting those comments since I was in middle school. Like,
well,
oh my God, look at,
it's in fashion to have a big booty. I had a boyfriend in college. I was laying down on my stomach reading, and he told me, he's like, Ashley, you have a thack. And I was like, what's a thack? And he's like, you know how like a cankle is calf to ankle? You have a thigh to back. Because I have just one really, like there is nothing there. Like I have a very long back. There is no butt. Like I have nothing.
You got no booty?
No booty. I am all chest. Like my body is very disproportionate.
This is a PSA for all of you guys who want a booty. Okay. You
Tell
eat
me
your
what to do.
you eat your collard greens, you eat
Mhm.
your cornbread, and you do lots of squats. And I'm talking I'll even show you right now. This is what you do. You get
We
out
need
here
to work
and you get a weight and you
uh-huh.
squat and you squat. So you're gonna do that. Do the squats. At least just try in between commercials a day. Do 100 squats a day. And if you could do that, you guys are gonna build not just a booty, but a stacked up on your back, not touching anywhere near the back of your knees booty. You're gonna
Like,
fill out
am I gonna be like Kim Kardashian and can balance like a martini glass and
I feel like that's a Brazilian butt lift,
okay,
but
yeah.
but two totally different things.
Well, thank you for the booty shot.
My God.
Can I ask you
You
something else? I don't know why I was thinking about this. This is a personal question. You can tell me to shove it.
oh my God.
And I don't know why I was randomly thinking of this yesterday, but do you have any tattoos?
No.
I had a
No.
feeling I'm tattoo-less also. Like, we're like unicorns these days. Pop off in the comments. Who has tattoos? Who doesn't? Like, we're so unique at this point that we have no tattoos.
You know what's so funny? We are like unicorns, and I thought you meant we're like unicorns these days because we keep on being in sync on stuff. Like when I said Agatha, and you're like, "That's my grandma," and like, but it is true. My husband has a Cancer sign here for the horoscope, right, or the astrology sign, and it looks like a 6'9", and dumb 20-year-old me met 30-year-old him, and I was like, "Why do you have 69 on your and on the inside of your arm?" But then he
I'm
also
dead.
has an arrow right here and the arrow means that you have to like go forward. And then on this arm, he has evolve because it was the first time that I was 20 years old, guys. And after 3 weeks of dating, I was like, no, I can't commit to this. So I'm free. Bye. And I left Jason for 3 days. And he said he went and got a tattoo that said evolve. And I came back and I'm like, the fuck is that? But I was going to get a tattoo, Ashley, of the coordinates of Pump restaurant because that's where I met my husband. And
Oh, I
and
didn't know
also
that. I love that.
yeah, yeah, and it has like a super special place like in my heart as far as like the friends that I have in LA, the memories that I have, like it shaped my whole life. Her opening that restaurant changed my life forever. And I'm a Cancer, so I'm not going to be dramatic.
Too late.
Yeah. But but it's just even though it sounds so stupid it's not necessarily, like I don't know what it would mean, but I never did it. I never did it, you guys. And I would never put somebody's name on me, even though some people do, but I never put the coordinates. No, I'm tattoo-less, and I'll be tattoo-less probably for the rest of my life.
I think at
Oh,
this point, like we've committed to not getting tattoos, we should stick with it.
I have something to tell you. You're going to freak out.
Ready.
Okay. So me and my friends were in high school. We were in senior year. We were all 17, wasted. And we all had these IDs that were not supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to a tattoo shop. My friend, Mariah, at the time, got my middle name, Coy, C-O-Y, got it
Great name.
tattooed real big down her side. And the tattoo artist said, "What does this mean?" And she's like, "Well, it's my middle name." And we're all laughing like, and she got it done real big down her side. And her best friend was actually my girlfriend at the time. She was pissed.
Different era.
Different era. And then they said, "Okay, you're coming. What do you want?" And I said, "This is what I want." So I literally pointed right here, like from the V part, and I wanted two big wings coming up my sides, starting down here, coming up. And when I said that and I asked for that, the tattoo artist said, "So wait a minute, you want these massive wings coming from your pelvis, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Absolutely not. Like, you're going to regret that. I'm never going to do that." And I
What
was so embarrassed. But now looking back, if I
dude,
could,
he did you solid.
if I could find him, I would be like, you know,
Seriously, he did you a huge favor. A huge favor. More people need
huge
like
favor.
tattoo artists. Like, I respect that so much. I respect a hairdresser that says, no, I'm not going to do that to your hair because your hair is going to fall out or it's going to look like shit. Like, I am a person who needs limits. I am a rule follower because if I don't have a limit, I go too hard, I go too far, I get myself hurt, I get in trouble. Like, I need limits. So people like that are people I attract to because they keep me safe.
Yeah. Well, and also sometimes, like you get excited in the moment. You think, okay, this is going to be good. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But it's like, it is something that lasts forever, you guys. And I had the money. I had cash on me. I went to the ATM before. I went and got my Panera Bread paycheck out. And I was like, I have $1,000. Please just do this. And the guy was like, absolutely not. So tattoo artists out there, I just appreciate the hell out of
We
you. And in the
respect that.
meantime, yeah. And now, like when I walk down the beach, I'm like, oh my God, no wings here. I'm not flying away. You get to keep me on ground.
Love
So,
it. Yeah. I'm good on the tattoos. I like them on other people. Live your life, do whatever you want, but it is just not for me. And I had a feeling you were a tattoo-free person. I don't know why I thought of this. I don't know why I assumed that, but yeah, you confirmed my assumption.
yeah. Yeah. Thanks. um, okay. So moving on. This has been actually, I'm having so much fun on this
Like,
live. I don't
what
know
are we doing? Are we like,
I swear to God,
I,
guys, nobody got
it's
high in the
really,
making of this movie. Nobody got high. We're not
no,
stoned. Are
no,
you?
I'm still drinking my second coffee of the day. Like, I am totally sobes.
Okay. Well, now I got to hear what you think about this.
Ooh.
So did you see where now they're saying that a lot of the people in the Girardi, like this whole Girardi scandal, well, not a lot of the people, but people working inside of his office and other attorneys who worked under him now can be looking at criminal charges as well, since he is going to be, I think that they're assuming he's going to be, well, he is going to be convicted.
Yeah,
He's
no,
already
his
convicted.
conviction, like, they just don't know how much time or where he's gonna serve, but he
Yeah, yeah,
has
yeah.
been found guilty.
So he has been found guilty. So now
Yes,
that he's been
for crime.
convicted 4
Yes.
times, now what they're saying is since they got the main guy, they can attack the other people too and also do criminal charges. Because before, from my understanding, talking with Emily D. Baker and also I believe Ronald Richards, from my understanding, a lot of these people could not face criminal charges unless they got him first. And if they weren't able to get him because he was able to prove that he was incompetent and he had Alzheimer's and late onset dementia or late onset, you know what I'm saying? If he
Mhm.
was able to prove that and not have to go through court, then all of them would have been freed too. But that's not what happened. He was convicted on the 4 charges. So now everybody's fair game.
Yikes, this sounds
Thoughts?
very Jen Shah. This sounds very, very Jen Shah because she was one of the people, like, she and Stewart and, like, maybe 7 other people were, like, the top of the umbrella, like, the scheme, and then after that, like, all the people, like, from that below them that, like, carried out the scheme, then they were charged, and this is exactly what this is reminding me of. You know what? You do the time, you do the crime. You do the crime, you do the time. Sorry, I got
Yeah,
that backwards. Unless you're Anna Delvey, you go on Dancing with the Stars, but we'll talk about that later.
I saw that post too.
Obsessed with the ankle monitor. They decorated her ankle monitor. I'm not well. I am not well. I have been dying to see if they styled it, and they styled it.
We need to steal you to Charleston because you have so much energy. You're just like dying to get out. You're like, let me out of this fucking box.
Yeah,
Like, you need
like,
social interaction.
yeah, I know. I spend a lot of time at home, and this is so good for me. And I need to get to Charleston. It's always been one of my dream vacays. I grew up in New Orleans, or like right outside of New Orleans, so I'm very familiar with the southern states. We used to go to like Alabama when there were hurricanes. We would go stay with friends and family in Virginia. So I love that side of the country. I have never made it to Charleston.
Okay, Stassi, with your New Orleans. All right.
I'm dying to know where Stassi's from because she's from a small town out of New Orleans. I'm from a small town out of New Orleans, and there is no public record of where she's from, and I'm dying to know.
Maybe we'll find out a bit. Maybe it'll be in the next book.
Maybe it'll be in the next book. Are you a Shalmation, Stassi? Because I'm a Shalmation and I'm curious.
I don't know what Shalmation means.
Chalmette is a very small town out of New Orleans. And like all the cities around Louisiana, like Araby, they're called Arabians, LOL. Chalmette is called Shalmations. Violet are called Violations. I didn't make that up. It's true. If you're from Violet, Louisiana, you call yourself a violation.
I think I was a violation in my last life. Okay, what I was going to ask you is, do you think now that they might criminally pursue the rest of the Girardi Keese staff, as far as like the main ones who were doing these cases, handling funds, handling the cases, knew or maybe didn't know, I don't know, we're going to find out in court what was going on. Do you think that opens the pathway for Erika Girardi to potentially be criminally pursued?
I don't doubt it for a second. I think people want to see somebody pay for it. And being that Tom is as old as dirt and not well, he will not be going to jail. Like, he will serve time. It'll probably be house arrest. They can't care for him in jail. Like, the needs that this man has is more than they can do in a prison. So they'll have him doing house arrest, whatever. I don't think the public is going to be satisfied with that. And I think that people want to see heads roll. A lot of people were affected by these crimes, and I don't think they're going to let it go this easy.
But what if you're, so this is another thing that irks me. What if you're a poor man who has the same problems as Tom and you can't afford to go into a facility? Do you sit in an 8x8? And also, by the way, if you're in the 8x8, 9 times out of 10, you deserve to be in the 8x8 or 10x10 or whatever it is, because you're the one who fucked up and got yourself there. So like, while I have sympathy because you're like, I don't know where I am, I'm lost, what got me here? That makes me sad. But you sitting in your 10x10 after fucking over multiple victims and their families, and like people are like exhausting their savings.
Yeah, this is generational effects of his crimes.
Yeah. Generational effects. Like, you know, like, but it is weird to think, what about people who don't have that sort of accessibility to the funds to do that? Like, they have to sit in the 10x10, you know?
A lot of people say there's a 2-tiered justice system. I think this would be a pretty good example of maybe exactly that.
That argument, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and also, to be fair, to add to this, Erika Jayne, if she's going to get in trouble for anything, it is the fact that in her book, she admitted that she had full access to all of the tax documents and the filings and the tax returns, and she signed them and she looked over them. Whether she did it or didn't do it, she admitted to it in her book. And then she doubled down on a talk show appearance for an interview or a podcast, whatever it was. So if she can get in trouble for anything, it's going to be the tax evasion. That would be what they would get her for. And that's a serious offense too.
Well, and the LLC is hers. From what I understand, whatever, I don't remember what it's called, but the Erika Jayne LLC, that was all of her performance money, all of her costumes, basically her pop star career, air quotes again, her pay and play pop star career. All that money was funneled into her LLC. If that is her LLC, she took stolen money.
Right. Okay. Speaking of getting in trouble, guys, can we go to a commercial break really quick? I have to talk to Ashley. No? Okay.
Oh, I'm looking the opposite direction. Now
am I like delirious? Like, I feel like I'm like high today. I'm not high, you guys. Like, I
am just coming off of COVID, so I've got all the COVID meds in me, and I blame that.
I thought we weren't gonna say that.
I'm sorry. I do. I'm fully medded up. I was sick as shit, and now I feel good. So thank you. Thank you, modern medicine.
We're so happy you feel good. I didn't know that I almost asked you coming on here. I was like, Jason's going to be like, when he edits this for the podcast, he's going to be like, what the fuck was wrong with you guys?
Oh my God, you're so loopy today. Like, as somebody who used to edit a podcast, like, this is hard work. I'm sorry, Jason.
We're sorry.
Sorry. I'll make it up to you.
but we said that we weren't going to say that, you guys. So I, at the beginning, was going to be like, Ashley, how are you feeling? And I was like, shut up,
Sorry.
Adam.
Apparently, COVID gave me diarrhea of the mouth. It's just all coming out. I'm activated too. I'm still activated off the Raquel thing.
Well,
Rachel.
you want to get a little more activated with me?
Sure. I'm on fire. Oh no. Ew, 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 ew. The way I love Diddy. Loved. Duh. Past tense. Like when I
What
was in my
happened?
dude, when I was in college, my undergrad was set to the music of Bad Boy. Like I listened to Diddy morning, noon, and night. I loved it. And he is trash, and I'm so mad at him. Shame. Game of Thrones. Shame, shame, shame.
So, question for you.
Ugh.
When he went to the judge and said, Your Honor, I will give up my $50 million mansion as collateral. I won't use my private jet. You're even more than welcome to put an ankle monitor on me. And the judge said, I don't got to do any of that. You want to know why? Because you're going to sit your ass in jail until we do your trial. What do you think went through his head? Do you think that was the moment that he realized that he was untouchable?
God, I mean,
Or
these people
not untouchable. Sorry, not untouchable.
Right. These people, I mean, to have the confidence that this man had, he has gotten away with this for decades. He has been able to get away with trafficking, sex crimes, who knows? And can we talk about all the baby oil? Like, who has thousands of pounds of baby oil?
No,
Like,
it was lube.
lube, ugh, like ew, 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 ew. No, I'm not okay. You know what really got me? It was supposed to be on Tuesday that he was arrested, but they did it on Monday. Nobody said anything about this. I have a feeling he was a flight risk, because why would they have done it 24 hours early? Like, they had a schedule and they broke their schedule. I have a feeling he was trying to flee. That's just my opinion.
Really?
That's just my
And
opinion.
there are places like islands that you can still flee to, right?
He's rich. He has access to so many things. Don't tell me that there's no like weird Epstein Island plane just sitting there waiting for people like him. Sorry.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, and I'm going to keep this short because I'm not very like up to date on the Diddy stuff, but at the end of the day, do you think he's going to end up serving time? And if he does, do you think he's going to serve the rest of his life in prison? Because
I
a
think
lot of people thought that about Bill Cosby.
I can't. Bill Cosby, I will be permanently scarred. I can't hear the word pudding. I just think pudding, and I think of Bill Cosby, and it makes me want to throw up. These men are so vile. I can't believe that Bill Cosby is not in prison. And I think that Diddy will be, because he's so much younger. Like, he is in his prime, and I think I don't know. I don't remember how Bill Cosby was able to get out of prison, but I definitely think Diddy will go to prison, and I will be shocked if he doesn't spend the rest of his life there.
Wow. Guys in the live chat, I obviously know that you guys are kind of going off here. I'm curious what you guys have to say. So definitely pop off. I mean, 500 people in the room, you guys. I was not expecting this for me setting the time off the way that it was not supposed to be. So again, I apologize. P. Diddy. Oif. You have daughters. You have sons.
Yeah.
You have people who look up to you, people who count on you. And
it makes me stuff in the house with children there. Like, even Usher said I wouldn't send my kid to his house.
What would, like, is he the new, is it like an R. Kelly kind of vibe where you have like girls like, and this is all alleged, guys, because we're not in his house. We don't know. So I just want to make sure that you know that we are talking about the fodder.
Right. But when the feds become involved, the feds don't go if it's not real. The feds aren't called unless something is wrong. Like, there is problematic things, illegal things happening inside of Diddy's estate. We don't know the extent of it, but the fact that the feds were called, like, we know that there was misdoing, period.
Can you imagine too if there were like girls? Well, if there were girls like tied up in his home, we would know about it, by the way. Like that would have been public knowledge, right?
There have been multiple cases against him over the years that have been dropped because the internet's horrible to victims and the victim shaming, this, that, and the other. And there have been many cases against him over the years, and every one of them has been dropped and settled. And that's just something that happens when people have money.
Shay
And
Love,
yeah, no, they should look into Kim's death. Thank you, Shay Love. Yes.
Kim Porter's death, guys. So that was another thing that people were wondering, because after him coming out and being like, I love this woman, this was the love of my life, and like completely he, you know, was caught off guard with the passing of the mother of his twins. And I would imagine, I think that would be terrible. Cancer coming out. Don't want it. But then it makes me wonder, are you that big of a narcissistic sociopath where you could have potentially done something and then also sat there and been like, I want to find out who did this to her? Because I don't know about you guys, I watch ID a lot. I watched what is his name? The Scott guy who got rid of his wife. Oh, come on. Come on, guys, in the live chat. I know you guys are going to say. His name is Scott something.
Oh, Scott Peterson?
Yes. Thank you.
I thought you meant like Scott, like Scottish.
No. Scott Peterson. And he was like, guys, all I want to do is find a way to bring my wife home. So for all of you out there, please. And if you're out there, and said his wife's name, I love you. I want you to come home. And please, like, I don't care where you went, and put on a whole show. This happens. This happens a lot. This happens where the person who did the crime is not willing to take accountability for said crime. So what they do is they maneuver in such a snake-like way. Yeah.
I mean, I watch all the Datelines. I watch all the specials on Netflix. I've seen a lot of true crime docs, and this fits the mold.
This fits the mold. All right. So we're going to move on, guys.
Ugh, moving on. I want to shower after Diddy. Gross.
Well, here we go to the next one. So, guys, Porsha Williams had a big win in court against Simon Guobadia, because Simon was trying to say that the prenup that they negotiated for over a year was null and void. And the reason for that was because Porsha agreed to be a stay-at-home wife, a mother. And then all of a sudden, lo and behold, the girl wants to have a career. She wants to be on the TV show. She wants to make millions of dollars, which most husbands would be like, yeah, go on, girl, go do it. If my husband said that to me, I'd be like, get the f out of my house and go make that money, bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's using this as a weapon against the original prenup that they had. And he was trying to pretty much have them enforce, or no, sorry, take away from the prenup, because the prenup also said at the end of the day that she would be allotted different things, like maybe real estate, but also maybe money, compensation, that he would have to pay for her. And he's like, I shouldn't have to pay for her because she completely went against the prenup. The judge said no, because she is trying to work and she's trying to make money for her and her daughter. She is a single mom. She is absolutely allowed to. And you signed a prenup, and sorry, doesn't matter at this point. Get ready, because you're about to be in a massive legal fight.
These men are so small. Like, the men of Bravo are the smallest men on earth. It is shocking. Like, don't come for girlfriend's bag. Like, make your own. Let her live. I can't stand these men up in these women's grills, in their purses. Like, hold your own purse strings, dude. Yeah.
Hold your own purse strings.
Seriously.
Well, Porsha, we can't wait to see you on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think she's going to be amazing.
I can't wait.
I'm sending her the best because I think that she's going to kill it.
Oh
I think
yeah, there's not a doubt.
there's not a doubt. I think she's going to bring life back into it, just like Tamara did for OC. I think she's going to do amazing. And I think that he's going to hate seeing her on TV. But also, I think that he had a lot of shady things that came out. And she
Mhm.
was like, this is not the man I married. This isn't what I knew about. And also, on top of this, I feel like Fallon is somewhere looking and being like,
Talk about last laugh.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought about that too. I was like, "Ooh, girl must be laughing right now." I mean, I feel for Porsha. Like, I hate seeing people go through legal things. It's so stressful. It's so expensive. Even if things get dropped, you have to pay so much money in legal fees. Like, I definitely feel for her, but like, who are these men? Like, why do they all end up on Bravo?
Why did they all end up on Bravo? All right, guys, we're going to move on to the next. The Real Housewives of Dubai, the reunion.
Oh, so good.
Ashley, what were your thoughts?
I really enjoyed the reunion. I felt like the ladies came in, they clocked in. I mean, I definitely felt for Lisa at one point. Like those women were calling her ass out, and you saw it on her face. She got owned. But did it make great TV? Yes. I think Chanel Ayan is one of the best housewives across any franchise. The way this woman delivers the comedy, she is everything. I'm a big Carolyn Stansbury girl. This season was good.
It
Love
was
the
so
looks.
good.
It was such a good season. And I missed the first season. I just jumped into season 2 and I can't wait to go back and rewatch.
Oh, it's so good. I'm friends with all of the Dubai housewives. There's not one that I'm not friends with. So I just feel like watching it, and they always ask me, they're like, Adam, why are you not covering this? And I'm like, because YouTube only allots so much in the algorithm, you guys. And that's true. And this is my way of being able to cover it through hot, messy topics without using a whole video and getting suppressed in the algorithm. Because unfortunately, Bravo set Dubai up for not success, but the way that they did it from season 1 to season 2, they did no proper recap. They gave us way too much time in between.
Mhm.
They started them on a Sunday, moved them to a Tuesday. So many things were wrong about this, you know?
Right. And it's too bad because it's honestly one of the better housewife shows, in my opinion, like that are currently on right now. I think Dubai is, well, like not now, like there are only a few on, but like this era of housewives, like 2023, 2024, I would say it's in the top 3 franchises. But I also love the fact that there's not like horrible drama. Like I like fighting over Beyonce tickets, who has the better seat at the concert. This is the drama that I like. And let me
Yeah.
ask you something. I'm going back
Yeah.
to the Beyonce concert. Would you rather be like VVIP, like in the back where you're like hanging out with Beyonce's mom, or would you rather be like right up front, like next to the stage?
VVIP.
All the way up there?
All the way up there.
I don't know. I go back and forth because I do love a private room, but like Beyonce, like to be that close to royalty, I don't know if I'd be okay. Like
But the
that
thing is if
opportunity
you get in
was,
VVIP and you schmooze with Beyonce's mom and you sit there and talk to her and she's like, well, come backstage with me. I'm going to introduce you to my daughter. Then that's a different. And also when you're VVIP like that, protected in a box, you're rubbing elbows with other different celebrities. There's so much opportunity to not only pitch yourself, but kind of just rub elbows with the right people, you know?
yeah.
So I'm in that. That's like my VVIP, but
Right.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I would go VVIP because I don't like being in crowded spaces. And I feel like right by the stage would be like a lot of sweaty people touching me. And I don't love that. And therefore that like the VVIP would be better. But like to be that close to Beyonce would just be unbelievable.
Well, we have to go on to the next. We're gonna go on to the next.
Checking boxes, babe.
Frank Catania has nothing to do with this, but this is the only photo that I have right now at the moment. Louis Ruelas and Teresa Giudice. Oy, oy, oy. It came out that I guess Jackie Goldschneider said Joe Gorga Margaret Josephs and Jackie were listed in court documents being associated with Vanessa Reiser, who is Louis' ex. Now, I don't understand Teresa wanting to be friends with her, but I can hear my dogs barking. I'm gonna let Ashley go in on this, and I'll be right back.
Well, I'm going to go in on this and tell you guys, I don't really know what's happening, but I did see, I'm going to wait for Adam because I honestly, this is a new story to me, but I'm going to jump in on the Teresa conversation that he had on his show the other day. He was talking about Teresa and how she feels that the audience is going to switch to her favor based on House of Villains. And Adam was like beside himself. Like, how are we going to like you from House of Villains? Like, do you not understand? And no, I don't think Teresa understands. But also, I'm going to defend Teresa because I never defend Teresa. I don't really feel that there are a whole lot of great things to say about her. But in this one thing, I do think I knew what she was talking about. If you watch Teresa in the Ultimate Girls Trip, and she's interacting with different people, like she's much more likable. So honestly, Adam, I didn't know what that story was. Like that was the first of me hearing that story. So I'm talking about what you were mentioning on your show the other day about Teresa and oh my gosh, I just totally blanked.
That's okay. No, honestly,
let's get back on track. You were teaching us something very important.
Well, no, it was Jacqueline Larita who was the one who was sharing this information, and I was really thrown off by it because I didn't realize that Joe Gorga, Margaret Joseph, and Jackie Goldschneider were mentioned in these court cases against Louis.
I had no idea.
So we're going to have to do a deeper dive in that, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. That is very, very interesting. And I was talking about House of Villains. You remember when you were talking the other day on your solo show about like, why does she think that people are going to like her from House of Villains? Like, duh, Teresa. Like, how is House of Villains going to make you a more likable housewife? But I think what Teresa was trying to say, because she can't articulate anything properly, is when she is not around her castmates, like for instance, when she was on Ultimate Girls Trip, like seeing her with Kenya, seeing her with housewives from other cities, like she was so much more enjoyable in that space than on the Housewives. I'm thinking that's what Teresa meant. Like, you're going to like me a lot more when I'm not around the people on my cast. But also what Teresa doesn't get, because it's Teresa, she's in a house of villains. She might not be the biggest villain in the house, which will make her likable because you're in a house of unlikable people. People might like you more because everybody else is so unlikable.
That's not a good place to be, I feel.
No, you're the best of the worst.
You're the best of the worst.
Yeah. And that's like, Teresa was bragging about that.
Oh my God.
Like, you're going to like me so much on House of Villains. Like, girl, no.
You're like,
Did you watch House of Villains season 1?
Yeah. Well, I went to the premiere. I never I never watched the episode. I had my own drama at the premiere.
Ooh.
So I was like,
Was it with Jax?
No, it was with somebody who didn't want me to be there, and they saw me there, and I was talking with our group of friends, and they were like, well, I'm going to leave. Guys, are you ready? I have a movie premiere to go to. This is just one of 2, by the way. And I was like, okay, I just flew in from Florida, so I don't care. And I was just waiting, and then they came back because the friends didn't leave, and they were like, guys, we're leaving. Our Uber is here. The friend still didn't leave, walked away, walked back, and was like, guys, so are we ready? And they still didn't want to leave. And I was like, oh, it looks like nobody wants to go with you.
No.
Imagine.
Whew.
And I can be a shady bitch too.
What was that?
I said I can be a shady bitch too.
Oh, yeah, no. And I don't need to be activated to be shady. I think this is going to be a great place for Teresa because I don't know how, like, to be a villain, you have to be very clever. To be a likable villain, you have to be very clever. And I think that's why New York, Pollard, Tiffany New York Pollard was so good on season 1. They even had her back on season 2. Like, she is hilarious. She has so much to offer. I don't know if Teresa has that charisma to make it work in a villain space, but I'm very excited to see. I don't find her to be very charismatic. So I'm hoping she impresses me because I love this show and I really want this season to be great.
I love that. All right, guys. Well, it seems like we went through the majority of our topics, and we're at an
Can I
hour and
ask,
5 minutes.
what the heck was that? Like, what the heck just happened in the last hour and 5 minutes? Like, we're usually like really like, today was a little wacky.
But I think it was good.
But it's fun. I had fun. I'm not saying I didn't, but yeah, no, Jason, I apologize again for this edit.
Yeah. Jason, thank you
We
so
love
much
you.
for editing this. We appreciate you. We love you. He has no idea. I'm going to go downstairs and he's going to ask me, he's going to be like, can you please go get me some cashews? And I'm like, yeah, I'll go to Publix. But also, this edit's going to be really fun for you. And he's going to
I'm
be
gonna
like,
need his number so I can text him a Starbucks gift card because we're making him do extra work on this one.
on this one, yeah. But normally we're really good. Honestly, guys, normally we're really uniform, but sometimes it's fun. Like, it's fun to just, this wasn't a normal Monday. It's not a Friday. It's a Wednesday. And we were just having fun and we talked about all of the topics. We still kind of went off sidebar and we shared some personal stories. And I think that we absolutely killed it. So if you guys love it, yeah, give it a smash the like button if you guys enjoyed it. And if you didn't, then don't worry, guys. We'll be on our normal programming soon.
Yeah, we're on our best behavior most of the time.
Most of the time. But if you guys don't know, Ashley's about to let you know where you can find her, starting with her Instagram. Here we go.
Oh, friends. I'm dying. I can't. Taste Buds, we love you. Join us at tasteofreality.com. This is our website, or I'm sorry, Instagram, taste_of_reality. My partner in crime is Imani. She is an amazing, that's her with Stassi, just went to the book tour. We love being boots on the ground. You will see us at events. Imani is on the East Coast. She's going to the Giggly Squad show in a couple weeks. So we'll have boots on the ground at Giggly Squad. I'm here on the West Coast. I'm in Vegas. So you'll see me boots on the ground at Sir, Tom, Schwartz and Sandy's. We love being out and about. We are a gossip blog, but because we are actively boots on the ground, we do reviews and we'll do recommendations when you're in LA. These are the places to go to. These are the places to skip. So we offer gossip, we offer shade, and we love our taste buds. We welcome all of the Addams family to be part of our community too. And we love this. Like, we do this because we love it. We love reality TV. We love being able to share our opinions on these parasocial relationships that in our delusional minds that, like, yes, I'm convinced that Heather Dubrow is my best friend and I am reporting on my best friend in her life. So yeah, maybe a little delulu, but we're here to have fun.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Guys, make sure you go follow Ashley at Taste of Reality on Instagram, and also her and Amani on their site. I know that today was Wednesday. I know that I set it off. Obviously, today has been off a little bit, but if you guys were able to make the live chat, all 500 of you, thank you. And if you guys are a part of the replay crew, also thank you. Just make sure that you follow, be a part of the conversation. I put out videos, yes, but if sometimes you don't want to sit there and listen to my annoying voice, you're more than welcome to go to tasteofreality.com and see a lot of the things that I'm already talking about. But guys,
and that's the thing, we need those different mediums. Like, I'm there for the people who work like desk jobs and you can't like listen and you're like in the bathroom stall like trying to read your gossip. Like, I've got you. Adam's there when you're in the car and you're commuting and you can't read. Like, he's telling you what's happening. We all work together and we're all working together on your different modes of understanding. So yeah, that's us.
That's us. All right, guys, pop off in the comment section, pop off in the live chat. Thank you so much for all of you guys who have been a part of this. Don't forget to get subscribed. If you're not subscribed, over here to Up and Adam channel 2. Yeah, that one over here. Or or Up and Adam channel 1. Get subscribed to both. I'm
Good advice.
gonna go get some coffee because obviously I'm a little delulu today. And yeah, we love you guys. So
We
we'll
love
see
you
you
guys.
next
Thanks for
time.
having
Bye, guys.
me. Bye.